everyone, it's me again. I'm Lena and I'm from the Healthcare Landscape Group. In this video, I'll be talking about my DE1, which is the progress week 101. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about the 5 main parts, which is what have I learned, the intentions that I have for this week, what have I improved from last week, the discussion in the meeting, and finally the works for next week. So let's get started with our first part, which is the what have I learned part. So firstly, I have learned about the 5 senses, which I talked about what are the 5 senses, the components of the 5 senses, the organs that are related to each sense, as well as the relationship between smell and taste, as well as other things as well. Then those are the things that I have learned. Next are the intentions that I have for this week. So there are 3 main intentions that I have. The first one is send in the feedback and the meeting plan on time. The second one is more illustrations in the presentation. Kennedy said that I need to have more illustrations in the presentation to help the readers visualize what I'm talking about. And thirdly, set out time to do the D3. So that is basically the 3 main intentions that I have for this week. The third part is that what have I improved? Well, last week I felt that I have improved the part of the intention from last week, which is sending in the works on time, and also I have made my presentation more creative, more informative, and also not adding like too much words onto the presentation and only adding the key points. So those are the things that I think that I have improved from this week. The fourth part is discussion in the meeting. Well, we talked about 3 main parts as usual. The self-reflection, in which we shared with each other our goals, our intentions, what have we learned over the past few weeks, and the improvements that we have made. Next, we talked and discussed about the math in healthcare, where we confirmed that I will do the D3, but there needs to be one work has to be reduced because I feel that the workload is too much for the school year. So that is my DE3. So that is for my plan for the D3. As for Kennedy will not do the D3, and that is for the math in healthcare, what we talked about in the math in healthcare. And lastly, we talked about the main video, the main work, in which we reviewed the terminology as well as we each took turns giving presentations. And lastly, we went over the 12 weeks plan, what we're going to talk about, and so basically those are the discussion that we had in the meeting. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the works for next week. So there are 4 main works for next week as for me. The first one is the progress week 101, which is this video. The D2 and the main work will be on how to access patient condition as a pediatrician. So in that video, in the main video, I'll be talking about how to access patient conditions as a pediatrician, how to communicate with them, how to deliver those news to them, and how to look for conditions, for give examples of a disease, and then role play and things like that. So that is for the main video and the second DE. As for the third DE, I will do the D3 and Mrs. Pratt will send it in, and I'll remind her later of I will do the D3. So that is all for my D1 this week. I hope that you learned something new from this video or just review some of the things that you have learned. Thank you again for listening to my video, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye!